Okay, so the main difference is if you turn your work in within 5 school days of it being due, I'm only going to deduct minimally reasonable points for it being late. Okay, so let's say the assignment was worth 5 points. It was due on a Monday, but you turn it in on that Friday. You're probably going to get a 4 out of 5 for that. Okay, because it was turned in within 5 days of it being due. Okay, so same for 12 points, probably going to be a 10 out of 12. For 20 points, probably going to be a 16 out of 20. You're probably going to wind up with a B on the assignment if you turn it in within 5 days of its due date. Okay, if you turn it in after 5 days after its due date, the highest you will get on that assignment is a 60%. Okay, and the 60% is assuming that what you turned in was 100% correct. Okay, because it's still going to be graded. You're going to receive the grade that you earned, and then points are going to be deducted for it being late. Okay, so within 5 days of it being due, 5 school days, you're probably still going to be in decent shape. You're probably still going to be able to get a B on that assignment. Okay, after 5 days of it being due, the highest you're going to get is a 60%, which is a D. Okay, the reason for this is because, number one, several of you are not getting feedback on your assignments that you need so that you can do better on future assignments. Okay, because your assignment wasn't turned in within enough time for me to give you feedback before you're asked to do something similar again. Okay, so for example, the thesis statement and topic sentences for glory. Those of you that have that turned in, you have gotten feedback on that. You will be able to use that feedback on the essay you are starting today. Those of you that haven't turned that in, you don't have that feedback. So you're automatically at a disadvantage of those who got feedback. Okay, because when they do their thesis statement and their topic sentences in their essay, they're probably going to be correct because they got feedback on what they did wrong and what they need to do better. You didn't, because you didn't turn it in on time. Okay, reason number 2, when you go up to the high school building, they are not going to let you turn late work in all 9 weeks. It's not going to happen. Okay, I taught at the high school building before I came to the junior high building. My policy up there was you get points deducted every single day for it being late. If it's late for more than 2 weeks, you keep a Z no matter what. Okay, so you guys need to start getting prepared for the high school teachers to actually make you turn your work in on time. Okay, reason number 3, you guys are taking advantage of me and my time. Okay, because if you turn an assignment in 2 months late, while I'm already grading current assignments that are happening currently, you're adding more work to my plate unnecessarily. Okay, because I could have graded your assignment when I graded everyone else's assignment when it was due. Okay, and I'm tired of it. I'm a person too. I have things that I need to get done just like you do. Okay, so if you expect me to grade your assignments in a reasonable amount of time, I expect you to have them turned in a reasonable amount of time. That's just how it works. Okay, don't forget to email me. Several of you are completing assignments late, but you're not letting me know. I can't put your grades in unless I know that you did it. Okay, your emails are going to change. It's no longer missing work. You are going to specify whether it was sick work or late work. Sick work means that you are turning it in late because you had an excused absence because you were at home sick or at the doctor. You don't get points counted off. Okay, late work. You were here, you just didn't get it done, and it's late. You get points counted off. So be sure you specify between those two in your email. Okay, you also need to email me as soon as you get it done. Okay, because here's the deal. If you do an assignment the day after it was due, and you turn it in, that means you're only going to get maybe 1 or 2 points counted off for it being late. But if you wait 3 weeks to email me to let me know that you did it 3 weeks ago, I'm going by the date that you emailed me, not the date that you claim that you turned it in, because I'm not wasting my time going back and checking those documents and the history of those documents to make sure that you're telling the truth. So don't wait to email me. Email me when you finish your assignment. Okay, this goes into effect today, and it's lasting until school is out. You're writing an essay this week worth 80 points. That means if this essay is over 5 days late, the highest grade you can get on it is a 60%. Highest. That's assuming you made a 100 on the essay itself. So don't do that. Okay, just do the essay when you're supposed to do it and turn it in when you're supposed to turn it in. Okay, so go ahead, type your last name, your first name, your class period, and submit. This is you typing that you are aware of this policy and that this is what's going to happen. This does also apply if you wind up quarantined. You are still responsible for your work if you are at home, unless there is a situation that keeps you from doing so in which you would be responsible for communicating with me about. Okay, essay guidelines on the agenda slide underneath bell work. Okay, your essay is 4 paragraphs. An intro paragraph, body paragraph 1, body paragraph 2, conclusion paragraph. The final draft of your essay is due Friday the 12th, this Friday, when you walk out of this classroom. Okay, that's 5 days to write 4 paragraphs. Okay, I want you to put that into perspective of how it's going to be when you move up to the high school building. You're going to have 1 class period to write 4 to 5 paragraphs. 1. I'm giving you 5. So, if you claim that you didn't have enough time to do it, that's a problem. That's a big problem. And it's going to continue to be a big problem as you move into high school. Okay, step 1, you are choosing 1 text from the following list to evaluate the author's argument and its effectiveness, aka rhetorical analysis. That's what a rhetorical analysis does. You are writing your essay over 1 text. Do not include information from more than 1 text in your essay. Okay, so your choices are Ain't I a Woman, Glory, Finch's Closing Argument, or MLK's I Have a Dream. You're choosing 1. Mia, what do you think you're going to write about? You don't know yet? Who knows what they're going to write about? What are you writing about? Glory? Karen? MLK? Anyone else? Yes, Emily? I Have a Dream. Okay, y'all better get deciding quick because you're starting this essay today. Notice everyone who already knows what they're going to write about, they only named one text. They are only writing about that one text. Okay, step 2, pacing guide. This is what you should be getting done on the days throughout the week. If you fall behind, you need to be working on it at home to get caught back up. I'm going to be checking progress throughout the week, and if you are not somewhat in line with this pacing guide, I'm sending you to tutoring or power lunch for the whole second half of the week. So, stay where you're supposed to be. Okay, step 3, this is the outline. This is your introduction paragraph. It comes first, obviously. Here are the things, A, B, C, D, that you are going to put in your intro paragraph. Attention getter, introduce the author and title of the text along with a brief summary. Narrow your topic down as it relates to the author's purpose, and then your thesis statement. You probably already have a thesis statement for whichever text you are writing about. Use it. Okay, for this intro paragraph, you should not spend more than 10 minutes. Okay, because ABCD or ABC, just get it down. Just get it down. It doesn't have to be perfect. Your thesis statement is what matters in your intro paragraph. Your thesis statement does need to be as close to perfect as you can get it. But whatever comes before that, do not stress yourself out. Do not waste your time on it. Okay, body paragraph. You're going to need 2 of these. Okay, because this is a 4-paragraph essay. Here's the outline for an 8-part paragraph. You're going to need a topic sentence. You are going to need a quote embedded into context, at least 2 sentences of commentary that go with that quote, another quote embedded into context, and at least 2 sentences of commentary that go with that quote. Then you need a concluding statement that wraps up the entire paragraph. Not just the sentence before it, not just the 3 sentences before it, but the entire paragraph. Okay, right here, if you need to review thesis statements and topic sentences and how they relate to each other, click on this link, formulating topic sentences and how they relate to the thesis statement. Okay, commentary. If you get stuck when you get to your commentary, I want you to click on the commentary sentence link. This document shows you templates that you can fill in with information for your commentary if you are completely lost. Okay, right here, these are going to address the author's purpose. Okay, and then down here, these are going to address the author's intended effect. Okay, those are the 2 things that are supposed to go in your commentary. What they did, what their purpose in doing it was, and its effectiveness. Okay, and then there are other templates down here if you want to use those. Okay, conclusion. Last paragraph. There's a link there. There's a template for the conclusion paragraph and an example. Okay, example. Although her essay paints a bleak portrait of America's corporate culture, Smith argues that a dynamic shift in how companies oversee their ethical responsibilities is both possible and easily achievable. The case that she lays out by presenting a plethora of detailed data and case studies validates her claim that the U.S. corporations can be forthcoming with consumers without submitting control to the federal government. Okay, I realize that has an elevated vocabulary, but what you're looking at is the highlighted pieces in that example and what they are up here in the template. Okay, so you would be filling in these blanks with your own information. You should not be spending more than 15 minutes on your concluding paragraph. Okay, this says, the note at the bottom, that this would not serve as a complete conclusion. It's not going to when you're in high school. Okay, but for this essay, if you can get these parts into a paragraph for me, I will consider that a full concluding paragraph. Just be aware that you're going to be expected to do more next year and all of the years after next year. Okay, transition words. If you need to transition from one idea to the next, these are good words or phrases to use. Weak verbs. You need to try not to use these verbs at all. Because what's probably going to happen is if you use one of these verbs, you are going to follow it with summary. You do not want summary. Okay, strong verbs. These are the ones that you want to try to use. These naturally are going to come before analysis. Okay, so choosing your verbs will help you avoid summary and get to the analysis that you need to get to. Okay, here's the thesis template that we've been working on if you need it. You can change up the order of that however you see fit, as long as it contains all of the information it needs to contain. Obviously, it needs to start with the author's last name. You can't really move that around. Okay, down here at the bottom, you have a list of no-no phrases and words. Do not say these things in your essay anywhere. To make a point. Support the author's argument. No, 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 no. I saw that a lot in your topic sentences. You're saying absolutely nothing there. What is the point? What is the argument? Why did they do what they did? Okay, don't say the word logos, pathos, ethos. Do not say the author says. Do not use the term rhetorical device. Do not use the words literary device. Do not use the word device at all. Amari, are you following? You need to stand up. Okay, even though I've told you guys all year long not to use first and second personal pronouns, you are still doing it. If I notice any of these personal pronouns in your essay, you're automatically not going to get the highest grade for that piece in the rubric. Okay, I'm moving you down a step for using these personal pronouns. So don't do it. Don't use them. Okay, you need to find the rhetorical analysis essay doc in Google Classroom and consult the rubric attached to the assignment before you begin the essay. That's going to be exactly how I grade your essay. Okay, today you need to be working on your intro paragraph. You should have it completely finished within 10 minutes. Then you need to start on your first body paragraph. Okay, don't forget, essay is due at the end of your class period on Friday. This is probably going to be the first grade for the last quarter. Okay, it will be worth 80 points. So it's going to be very difficult to come back from if you fail an 80-point assignment right at the beginning of the fourth 9 weeks. So just don't do that. Okay, all missing assignments for this 9 weeks, for third 9 weeks, need to be turned in with an email letting me know by this Friday at 7:30 a.m. I'm not putting any missing grades from third 9 weeks in after Friday at 7:30 a.m. Okay, so those Z's that you guys have for this class, you need to complete them. You need to email me before Friday at 7:30 a.m. Okay, you guys are prepared for this essay. We have done so much this 9 weeks leading up to this essay. Any of the annotations you've done, you can use. Any of the thesis statements you have created, you can use. Any of the topic sentences you've created, you can use. Okay? You basically have all of the information you need to have. Now you're just putting it in essay format. Questions? Get started.